Fighting may be stopped, but that war is not over quite yet. October 7th, 2023, Hamas invaded parts of Israel, killing 1,200 with 251 hostages, triggering that war on Gaza. Since that time, there's been a steady rise in anti-Semitism across the world. And since then, even before, the Jewish Federation of Greater Toledo has been doing what it can to make our Jewish population feel welcomed and safe. This afternoon, we have Amichai Stout and Dave Tullis, both with JFGT, to learn more about it. So, Amichai, do you expect things to calm down somewhat now that we have a ceasefire?
We are certainly hoping so, but as I had said yesterday in a different interview, we're very hopeful, but there's this kind of cautious optimism. While there's a lot of joy that exists because of the ceasefire and seeing hostages come home and reunite with their families, there's a prisoner exchange that's weighing on a lot of people in our communities, and we are concerned about the long-term security of the state of Israel, but this is definitely a step in the right direction.
Dave, you're responsible for security with the complex, and I know we talked to you last year, and there'd been a rise in a lot of anti-Semitism related to some of that.
Yes.
Do you anticipate things calming down somewhat, or things going to continue to get worse?
It doesn't seem to calm down right now because there are still people out there that have a problem with what's going on in the Middle East, and they're still making their voices heard, and they don't want their hostages released. So we see a rise in this anti-Semitism, and so my job seems to be getting a little bit more difficult and more important for me to be there. So
anti-Semitism is not new necessarily, but like, why, how are you responsible for what's happening in the Middle East? You're an American citizen, and you're just, we're all the same here in the States. Why in the world would you be held responsible or being the whipping post for that?
Well, anti-Semitism is notorious for being the world's oldest hatred. And it has survived for a long time because it is very sneaky and it is able to adapt with the times. So pre-World War II or pre-1948, when there was no state of Israel, the Jews were scapegoated for a lot of things, economic woes, social woes. So now it's only natural that now that the Jews have a state in the world, that it would kind of come back to continue to further anti-Semitism across the world. And there have been a lot of concerning statistics about it coming out. I just saw a new report this morning from the World Zionist Organization that global anti-Semitism and anti-Semitic incidents have risen 340% since October 7th of 2023.
What's shocking to me is that I saw a poll you had, the information here, that a growing number of youth do not even know about the Holocaust, or else don't believe it's legitimate. Now, I'm a student of history, and I know it happened. I mean, it's an ugly part of our 20th century, and yet people are deniers in this. How is it even possible?
Well, first of all, it's not in our curriculum in our schools that they're teaching that, and they should be. I just saw it in today's paper. There was a school from Elmore, Ohio, a teacher from Elmore, Ohio, and she just got awarded for teaching that in the schools. And it's important, it's history. And you teach history so it doesn't repeat itself. And without history, we can't make the same mistakes again. That's why we teach history. So
what's interesting too is people that don't even know better are quick to call someone a Nazi. When, like, for example, Trump is called the Nazi frequently, and Trump has been more aligned in support of Israel than any other president in recent memory.
So we've been really appreciative, and actually I know we were kind of discussing this a little earlier, is that we were really happy to see both the Biden administration and the Trump administration, before they had even taken office, kind of put aside some of these political differences and coordinate on securing this hostage deal. So we'll work with anyone who wants to approach us in good faith on any side of the aisle, Jewish, non-Jewish. We really want to be able to have tough but meaningful conversations with people across the region. That's why we're really trying to make an effort to do interfaith panels with some of our community partners, as well as do some education initiatives with our local schools, so that I can go in, especially in our Catholic schools, to their world's religions class.
Sure.
Do a Judaism 101. If you've never met a Jew before in your life, I can understand how you might have questions and you might not know what the right thing to say is. And so education is really key to preventing this in the long term.
It's just puzzling because, like, we're all just people, right?
Yep.
We're Americans. All we want to be is happy and grow our family and just live our lives independently. So how are things going with security? Have there been more threats lately, or are things simmering down? And also, I know a year ago you were at a meeting of a lot of police chiefs to try to get them on board.
Right. I am the security director for the Federation, and it's unfortunate that they have to have a security director.
Sure.
And my mission is to keep the community safe, and there's many prongs to that. One of them is, as far as our facilities, we have to harden it. And so we harden that with access control, window film, fencing, alarms, cameras, and we have to do that to keep our people safe. The other thing is I have to have a very good relationship with our local law enforcement.
Sure.
And my background in law enforcement, being the chief of police in Maumee and a police officer for 36 years, I developed a great rapport with the local law enforcement. And that's vital for us, and we communicate with them, and they do extra patrol at our locations, and they help us out. Lucas County Sheriff Departments, they come in during our worships and stand guard there, basically. I work closely with the Department of Homeland Security, do assessments on our facilities, the FBI, our local FBI agents, we're close with them. And the other thing that I do is being prepared, you prepare for the worst and you pray for the best.
Sure.
And we have to be prepared if something does happen. So we have a crisis management plan in place, and you do that through communications and awareness and training. So there's a lot of different aspects of my job that I perform for the Federation.
Dave, Amichai, thank you for your time today. Interesting topic, and may we all have a peaceful 2025. Here's the information for the Jewish Toledo Federation if you'd like to learn more information, or give them a call and see what's going on there. Thank you so much for being here today.